Just in time. Whoa! How's it going, everyone? I almost forgot. I did forget what day it was.
I forgot about you guys.
I forgot. It's
How'd
like
you do that?
it's like quarter till, and she's like, "Are we going live today?" I'm like, "What day is today? What?
Where am I?
What's happening?"
You just crawled out of a hole, so
I
he's
was lit-
disoriented.
I was literally inside of a hole all day today, so you gotta forgive me. And we're back. Built on the Rock Homestead. Kiri, how's it going? Geeky Gardens, what's up? Man, so it's live. That almost didn't happen. If anyone shows up, I'm pretty impressed.
Almost Homestead.
Almost Homestead, what's up? How you doing? How you doing, Junior P? Man, Monsoon. Did anyone catch that last video? It's been crazy. So, as far as the rain goes, like, after that storm you saw in that video, we weren't supposed to have anything on the schedule as far as rain for like a week and a half. But it's been like raining like every day, hasn't it?
A little bit. Usually, like at least some sprinkles
At least a sprinkle.
in the afternoon, which is kind of nice because that's when it gets really hot, and so if we get a little bit of clouds, it helps cool it down.
It's I can't complain at all. So even just a little sprinkling, the clouds have rolled in, cooling things off. It's been making it feel absolutely amazing.
Hello, Robert from Illinois.
What's up, Robert from Illinois? Andrew H, what's up? Memory is the first thing. Memory is the first thing. Oh, man. Just been digging trenches. I've been digging trenches all day. Well, I've been trying to dig a trench all day. That's been tough.
It was hot today, too.
Today and tomorrow is supposed to get over 100 degrees, and I got a lot of...
I think it was like 105 today.
What? It's 105 today. I honestly didn't feel too. I mean, it was hot, don't get me wrong. But being in a deep hole, I kind of got shielded a little bit from the sun. How goes the gutters?
Yeah, well, I've been working on them as I can. That's probably how it's gonna go, because I have a feeling it's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a work in progress. So it's just get a little bit done when you can.
So I mean, we're already starting. Can I say this? I mean, you can. We're starting on.
Go ahead.
We're starting on the house.
We started on the house.
So well,
Wow.
he started. He's getting things ready. So I'm probably.
For those that are on Instagram, I already kind of know.
So I'm still working on the gutters a little bit while he's working on getting some things ready for that.
That's crazy. So yeah, I'm down inside that 8-foot hole, digging a deeper hole inside the hole.
Oh, it's the butcher, baker, and the queso maker.
What's up? Our internet's okay. We're only using cell service, so it's kind of crazy. Heirloom Permaculture's here. What's up? Yeah, that's crazy. So, Grace Andrews, how's it going? But that's not. But you won't see the house project yet until at least next week. Any updates on YouTube as far as that goes? Got a lot to record from that, and not only that, but we got another little side project going on, the Greensteading Summit.
Yes.
So that's been keeping us busy as well. Getting everything ready for that. So kind of got a lot of stuff juggling a lot of stuff. Crazy. Chickalandia is in his house. So what's been going on with that?
With what? This limit?
Yeah.
Getting things ready. I think I was gonna talk a little about the giveaway, but I think I'm not ready to do that. I've been so busy, but I think we're gonna get that set up. That's gonna be on our website sometime probably next week.
But there is going to be a giveaway, and it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So maybe next live we can maybe show some of the things that we're giving away.
How cool would that be?
And yeah, I mean, a lot of people contributed to this giveaway. There's some pretty cool prizes. I'm excited about that.
Some pretty amazing prizes.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that. Country Homestead Preacher, what's up?
School 79. Oh, that sounds nice.
That sounds pretty nice. It cooled off for a while, but then it started heating up again. Once we got a lot of the rains, temperatures dropped down a bit, but now they jumped back up. But I think we're going to get more rain coming up soon, so those temperatures are going to decline. So we're going to, today and tomorrow are going to be pretty hot, but then it's drop back down again.
Yeah.
Can't complain about that.
Got the swamp cooler running, if you can hear that in the background.
We got the swamp cooler running. Try and keep crew alive. He's hanging in there, but barely. Dahlia says he's got some Chickalandia merch to give. Too late?
It's not too late.
It's never too late. We'll always accept Chickalandia merch, whether we're giving it away or keeping it for ourselves. Uh-oh, what's going on with Sandy Shrupp?
Oh.
At age 48, died of pancreatic cancer. So sorry, Sandy. But you're right, I mean, it's a very powerful lesson for trying to eat healthier and growing your own food and stuff like that. Just so sad that it has to come like that.
I mean, that was a big motivation for us to change our lifestyle and try to, do what we can.
Do what we can. Love your build, so cool. How did you start? How much money? Well, David, I would say get as much money as find out how much money you think you'll need, and then get a little bit more. I mean, for us, we sold our house, sold a lot of things we had, and you're still burning through that. I mean, all these projects cost a lot of more money. It costs more than you think, if it's all the hidden costs.
I mean, we've got to cut back on expenses as much as we can, and
shoestring budget.
Do a lot of the work ourselves, do it by hand, and that really helps. So, that cistern, would you say it costs less than you thought it would, or about?
It definitely costs less than I thought.
Because that was $2,500 for that 14,000 gallon cistern. So
can't beat that.
That's how we have to. But it took us 3 months, and it was a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, and technically it's still not done. But it's just a little bit of additions to fully get it situated.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's always more expenses that I'm not expecting.
So Robert's asking if we ever do drone shots to the homestead. Yes. occasionally in some videos we'll throw in some drone shots. I think we had some drone shots in that full cistern build.
Yeah. Big project thing.
And we'll probably be pulling out the drone as we're building the house, getting different shots of that, because, man, that's exciting. I can't wait. I'm hustling out there. That's why I forgot. That's why I'm just steadily digging away out there, and I'm forgetting what day it is and what time it is. She just pushed me in the hole and was like, get to work. Gah! She's like, this is Sparta. And then she kicked me in the bah! Like, ah!
Your dirty socks under you.
And then she kicked me in the hole, and that's where I've been.
How much water did you get in the totes the other day?
That's a good question.
Did you figure out the total?
Just, I'm thinking probably got 300 to 400 gallons. All that water. Putting all the totes and the poly tanks and everything like that.
Too bad.
It's not too bad. Not too good, not too bad.
Yes, that's this one called Swamp Cooler. That sounds like a waterfall.
Yeah.
You were gonna turn it off. Nope.
Well, I had to turn it off in order to move it.
No.
North Star Prep Center, how's it going?
How big was the monsoon for you this year? So
We're coming down to the end of July. And what's the difference?
last July we got over 5 inches, and so far this year, or this July, it's been maybe 2.5.
So,
Like half of what?
less than half. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But we could still get more rain next month.
Yeah, we could get a bulk of the rain in August. I think July was definitely wetter than August for us last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly. But we could still get rain from now until through September or until September. I forget how that works. But last year was so wet. I felt like our major monsoon just ran right into the mini monsoon, didn't it?
It seemed like it.
It seemed like we got rain just about almost every month. I mean, once it started raining, the poly tanks never really. It's just almost always full. I'm like, it's overflowing again. How long do you anticipate it will take to fill your cistern? That's a good question. Good question. I don't know. Because there's still a bunch of stuff with this rainwater harvesting system we gotta kind of key in. So we might not get a decent amount of rain into there, a decent amount of water in there until like maybe the mini monsoon. Is he gonna survive? Crew, what you doing down there? He's doing his own thing. He's alright.
He's being silly.
Uh-oh. Valerie says, love what you're doing. Watch every episode. Well, thank you. Thank you. Let's talk a little bit about tomorrow's video. It's all about poop.
Yay!
Yay! You can say we're full of it. Mr. Humanure there. It's all about him. So one thing I'm excited about is that just recently, it's been 1 year since, just a little over a year since we've been building on our first Humanure. Well, it's been sitting there for a year. So we built on it for a year, and then it's been sitting there for a year. So it was time to get that out of the stall and get things switched around. So I had to move out all that compost that was in there. And I was just amazed. It was incredible. Once we dug past that, the straw layer, it was nice, good, rich soil in there. It's amazing. I was busy with that too. So if you're interested in seeing what our poop looks like after being sitting there for a year, definitely check out that video.
I know you want to know.
I know you want to know.
Andrew asks how much Crew reacts like a cat. Does he react to lasers?
I don't know.
You
I haven't pulled out a laser.
We should try that.
Akitas are very cat-like. It's crazy. I'm just tempted to just turn this camera on and just let him take over. Will you be discussing chicken poop? No chicken poop. No chicken poop will be harmed in the creation of this last video. Where did you get your plans for the 3-barrel system? I'm in Apache County, maybe the health department. Who? Oh, is that David Omick?
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
It's a really good resource. So.
If you're interested in the 3-barrel composting system, check out David Omick. I also did a video on my build on that, but I took some liberties with his build. I just kind of built a very basic 3-barrel system, just enough to be like, yeah, that's a 3-barrel system. But if you really want to do it heavy duty, check that out. Are the flying ants still there? No, they were just there that one day, and it was mainly in the morning, right?
Yep.
And most of them.
Someone said that any ants got inside during the storm. I don't think so.
Luckily no.
I think like one got in while you were going.
Oh yeah, because they were literally raining down.
Yeah, that was scary.
It was crazy.
So we just kept the door closed. Yeah, I think they're doing like a mating flight or something.
So it was just like a. It's like an ant orgy out there.
Ew.
I'm sure all the dead ones are probably being eaten up by all the birds and everything like that. What's the channel for David? I don't think David Omick has a channel.
He has a website.
He has a website. Just look him up. Just Google David Omick.
David Omick. Omick.
Yeah. Did any of your friends get any stimulus check? That directed that toward us. I don't know about anybody getting stimulus checks. My internet is not sticking with the live stream. So, well, I understand that. Butcher Baker and the Queso Maker. Thanks for stopping in. James Carrot, how's it going? Loud and cleared in Canada. Paul Maddox, how's it going? Valerie says you got to check out the underground gardens in Fresno, California. One man by himself, by hand, in the 60s built an underground home.
That sounds awesome.
Check that out. Have the javelinas returned?
No.
Nope, still not. I haven't seen them in a while. But you know what did return? Do you know what returned?
No. What do you
The cows.
Oh.
How'd you forget that? She was upset.
That's your fault.
It is my fault.
He left the gate open.
Well, okay, here's the thing. So sometimes Crew goes out for a walk. He goes up by the gate. He's like, I need to get out. I need to get outside this gate. And I was going to be leaving in a couple hours anyway, so I figured, well, why shut the gate? And I'm going to be leaving in a couple hours anyway.
Yeah, it was only open for maybe a half hour.
But as soon as the cows saw the gate open, they're like, oh, hey, look, we can go inside there now.
Yeah.
So, I turn my back, cows come on there. Crew notices right away. They're right in front of the front door. He's freaking out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we got like a herd of cows in there. And then she's upset because she's like, really? We got to deal with this now? I'm like, don't worry, I got him. So I pull out the drone and I start rustling them up. And I chase all the cows out of here with the drone. But it took like all my batteries. I had to keep recycling the batteries and finally push the cows out. Man, that was crazy. And some of them were determined to like stay in there, like going the other way, and I had to like get the drone behind them on the other side. Start wrangling them out. That was crazy. So I guess you just can't leave the gate open. Well, I got the gate open right now, but that's because it's scorching outside and there's no cows going to water around at this.
Yeah, they come
scorching heat.
They come at night.
They come at night.
Or in the morning.
Drone herding. That's exactly right.
You know that accused are used to bear hunt. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's easy to see how they would do that. Crew is like fearless around any animal.
Fearless. He don't care. He don't care how big it is. He's gonna go after it. Cows are his mortal enemy. He's literally tried taking down cows before. Didn't do too much, but he tried. How are the chickens doing?
Chickens are good.
They're good.
I mean, they're still laying. They stopped for a little bit when it got hotter, and they're laying again, which is nice.
We're getting them eggs again. Yeah! Of course, the eggs are all going to Crew, right?
Yes.
She makes this guy some fabulous meals with like eggs and steak, and he gets the best meals.
Steak?
Oh, Florida, how's it going? It's so dry here, I don't want to see another rain video. Uh-oh, rain videos coming up. Rain videos every day. All day, every day. Hey, woke up from a nap just in time. Well, we're glad you're here, Homestead Witchery.
Thanks for joining us.
Sorry, the nap was interrupted now. Maybe a cattle guard by the gate. Did you put in a cattle guard there? Yeah, actually, I was thinking about doing some type of earthworks there to stop water from draining off the property that way, and then spread it. So it might be kind of like a cattle guard. Is it raining now? No rain now. It looked like it was going to rain earlier today, but then it never happened. We were getting thunder, some dark clouds, but then it never started raining. That's right. Jim gets beans and ants for supper when Crew gets eggs and steak. Isn't that terrible? If only I were as handsome as this guy, then maybe I would get fed better. What is your plans for your homestead after you do everything else? It's a never-ending project.
Should you do everything?
Honestly, once we get the house built, we're going to be focusing on growing.
Yes.
Time to green up this place, you know what I'm saying?
So, garden spaces and food forest.
Oh yeah! So the lion heart says thank you for everything. Been watching for about 6 months. Currently in the process of buying 4 acres in Sunsets, Cochise County. Oh, very good. I'm very familiar with that area. It's a nice area. Got some, know some people up that way. Good people.
I think we look at property in that area.
I think we did.
inspection and permits, how much of what we do here has to be permitted versus what we as a homeowner can forego on the process?
Just about everything needs a permit out here.
Yeah. What you can do is they have an opt-out option, which as of now is still available.
As of now, it's still available.
You can opt out of the inspections.
And so you can put like if you're a first-time owner builder on your house, you can opt out of inspections on that. And you can put up to 5 ancillary structures on there as well. So it's a good idea to have a good plan going in there. Put your house on there, the ancillary structures, and then you can build those with them.
Okay.
What was that?
Go ahead.
And then you can build those without the inspections.
Yeah.
There's a couple inspections that you do need, you don't need to submit like drawings or plans and stuff like that. But you do need a setback inspection and septic inspections. And then you can build it how you want.
And the county should have that on their website. If they have information about different permits.
That's right. North Star Prep Center asks, how many acres do you have? We have 40 acres out here. We got some breathing. A little bit of elbow. Are cows or goats in your future? Probably not cows. Well, if we wanted cows, we just leave the gate open. And then we could get all the cows we want. I guess cows might be in our future, whether we want them or not.
We were talking about goats. Might be goats or sheep.
Goats or sheep? I'm leaning towards sheep because we got the grass, and I think we'd have plenty for them to graze on. But goats might be a little bit more tolerant of the heat. But do you think they could eat the acacias out here?
They can eat lots of things.
They can eat the acacias.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Can you cook an egg on the hood of your truck or in a rock in the desert?
Probably could have in Central Arizona, that's for sure. Central Arizona, they got like I think they're pushing like 115 or something like that.
Ooh. Have you ever tried that? An egg on the sidewalk?
I haven't tried that, have you?
No.
Elf Lords asked, how do you keep the water clean in the cistern? It's not for drinking water, is it? Oh yeah, it's for drinking, it's for everything. It's for drinking and bathing and cooking and growing. We'll have some filters in place before the water gets to the point of use inside the house, and then we'll also have the Berkey as well, and that should be plenty good. And it's all on how you catch it too. Make sure no light or organic matter get inside there, and it'll be crisp, fresh water.
Probably Bohemian. 101 degrees in northeastern Arizona.
Abel Williams asks if we have any easements. I don't think we do. Right, they have power lines going along one side of our property.
Yeah, it's just the area by the
road. I guess if they need to get to those power lines, I guess they would have to come onto the property for that. So maybe on one side of our property, but otherwise nothing going like through there.
Yeah.
Nothing big. But good question though. Something that you got to research. Like, definitely make sure there's like no easements or anything like that going through your property. because like I know someone that bought property close by, and there's like a road that kind of goes through that property, and there's a house in the back, so you literally would have to go through his property to get to that property in the back, and that might be kind of awkward having someone like drive
through your
through your property to get there.
It's kind of weird.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, can you milk any of the cows when they stop by for? Should we try?
You gotta catch them though, and they're skittish. They're so skittish. They look at you first, and they gotta like.
They turn and they'll stop and they'll
stare
stare
at
at
you.
And then if you get too close,
Then they're
book
like,
it.
yeah, they're like, oh, I gotta get out of here. Okay. So Homestead Witchery says she told Ken no easements and no HOAs when we were house hunting. Two very important things to take a look at. 114 in Southern California desert. Yeah, I think that's what it is in like Central Arizona. Hot, 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 hot. Well, you said it got to 105 here today, right?
Yep.
Hello, all from Central Kansas. It has been raining all day here. We don't normally get this much rain in July. Hope y'all get some rain soon. Well, thanks, Susan. But I think she's bragging a little bit. So July is usually dry. We've been kind of getting a little bit of rain almost every day. None today, though. I can't complain. I'd want goats for more milk, though. Plus, you know, there are breeds meant for the desert.
Yeah, that's true. That's HOAs. That stands for Homeowners Associations. And where we were living, we were in one of those in the city.
Yeah, you got to be careful because, yeah, you can find those in like in the cities and stuff like that.
Like subdivisions.
But you can also find them in the country, and you got to watch out for that.
So it's basically like a neighborhood organization that controls what you can and can't do with your house and your property, like how it looks and how it's maintained, and they have all these rules.
Yeah, I mean, in that HOA we were living in the city, I mean, that was pretty crazy. They were pretty strict on, like when it came to the front. They didn't care too much what you did in the backyard as long as it wasn't, like, too visible.
Yeah.
But, like, what you did in the front, you have to have so many plants out in front. You have to
Certain
have one
types
tree.
of plants.
Yeah, they have a list of plants and stuff like that.
Your house had to be a certain color. It was weird, crazy. I like it.
No front yard gardening for us out there. I think they had rules on it, like edibles things out there. Edibles or something like that.
It's in the front part. That's kind of how it was.
That's kind of how it was.
we had chickens.
We had a party in the back.
We had chickens, and I think we were supposed to get permission for any kind of.
We were like, hell no, we ain't get no permission.
Secret chickens.
We had secret chickens, and we had rainwater harvesting. We put up gutters. Yeah. We started doing rainwater harvesting. We had a garden back there.
Very naughty.
We were rule breakers. Ah! Greg G asked, "Do you miss Wisconsin?"
Sometimes.
Yeah, I have family back there, so I miss seeing family. And family, friends. Yeah, we miss that. Milwaukee. We lived in the Milwaukee area, so I mean, that was cool for like so many festivals. They always have festivals and stuff like that. And there's always parts of Wisconsin and Milwaukee that I miss, getting to go see and everything like that. But I don't miss the cold. And it was cold for like a greater part of the year.
Or the humidity.
And then once it finally starts warming up, then you got the humidity.
And mosquitoes. But I remember like when we went back to visit, and it was just everything's so green. And I was like, look at all the trees.
It is amazing to see all that green. But we'll have that here eventually. We'll have our own slice of Wisconsin right in the middle of the desert.
Yes.
Yeah. Hamiltonville Farm, how about you? Oh, you're caught up now, huh?
Yep.
Lots of new festivals this year. Yeah, 40 below here winter nights.
Oh.
Carrie says her mom bought it in an HOA. They maintain the front yard, even mowing the lawn. They painted the house. Had no choice on color. Lots of restrictions.
Yeah.
The HOA did that? They did the maintenance? Because our HOA said you got to do these things, but you got to do it.
Yeah.
And then they'll fine you if you don't. Hector Perez, what's up?
We didn't have a lawn, but like all the houses had gravel yards, like rocks and gravel, or most of them did. But you had to keep it weeded, and it's really hard to weed a gravel lawn. Weeds grow in there.
How Florida makes a case.
Really
It says
hard.
HOAs are a pain, but not having any rules is not good either.
Yes, that is true, because people do crazy things sometimes with us.
Yeah, could you imagine if we were there with no HOA? They're like, who are these crazy people? What are they doing to their house?
No, people can get disrespectful, which is
Yeah, I understand that. Why can't people just live together in harmony, peace and harmony? Peace and harmony. Oh yeah, see, and almost Homestead brings up the fact that you loosen those rules and regulations, and then they're dealing with a meth problem up there, methamphetamine. Yeah, that's a shame. Luckily, we don't have any. I don't think there's any problems like that around here. I mean, I haven't seen well.
You've seen some stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. Not
I've seen some stuff.
in the immediate area, but
I feel like
in your journeys.
Yeah. So in my journeys as in the census, took me all over, and I feel like the north side of the road up there could, you never know. But you get into some rural areas and people are like, oh, I'm in a rural area. Nobody's watching. Maybe I can get up to some sketchy things. But I don't think there's a problem like that around here yet. You never know. But I know in northern Arizona there are areas where problems like that can be rampant. You gotta watch the area you're buying. Definitely, if you're looking at buying property off grid, you're looking to move off grid in a homestead somewhere, definitely talk to the neighbors. Find out those problems that you might not normally see. Homestead Witchery says, you guys are keto, right? Is it hard to eat that way off-grid? We seem to need more food storage space. Just wondering how that is. It's not easy. And food storage is difficult. But we get by mainly because of her ability to stack this tiny RV fridge. So like one trip to the store, and it just packs everything out. We don't even buy that much, but all the cupboard and the thing is just packed. But we'll get by. James Carrot asked, "You got any fruit trees planted yet? Figs can do well in the desert, and they get a head start and build the things. We do need to get trees in the ground ASAP. I was hoping to get something in the ground before monsoons hit, but that is not likely. But there's still a rainy season coming up. And I think I'd like to definitely get some more mesquites planted, because mesquites are another tree that grows well out here, and the mesquite pods are edible. So mesquites have a lot of good benefits out here.
Well, there's lots of edible desert plants.
We'll probably plant lots of edible desert plants to get started. That way we'll start growing support species for when we start growing the fruit trees.
You're using the RV fridge. Oh no.
Yeah, it's not good. And luckily we just brought out we did just recently bring out the freezer, and that's been a big help. And now we're wondering, like, why didn't we do that a long time ago? Because it uses so much less energy. I don't even notice it on the almost the draw on the solar.
Star Prep Starter said, I think you said you may plan a root cellar after house.
Actually, it's part of the house. It's what I'm working on now. I can't wait! We got some cool plans coming up for that, too, so I'm kind of excited about that, yeah. A lot more food storage coming up. The Northwest Forager says, are you by any chance related to the actor Graham Greene? By the way, I really enjoy your videos and taking us along on the journey. Thank you very much. I don't know who Graham Greene is. I'll have to look him up, and then I'll post something whether there's any relation. I don't think there's a relation.
Oh, Hector identified the helicopters.
Get to the chopper! I honestly think there is a, not an airport, but a missionary place not too far, just down the road a bit. I'm almost positive that the helicopter has to be theirs. Because they have, like, helicopters and small planes and stuff like that, and they travel all around the world and stuff like that. But it was just weird to see, especially seeing them, like, kind of touch down to the northeast of us. It's kind of weird. Yeah, you can. It's definitely not. Just bye. Just because I'm all alone. Ah! Will you be putting in a helicopter pad? I should put in a helicopter pad. We'll take off on our own. Have you thought about putting in a geothermal loops to run a heat pump system with no outdoor parts? I haven't thought about that, but I'll definitely have to look into that. Does anyone swim in their cisterns? I suppose someone could swim in their cistern. I don't know if I would do it. Although we'll have filters in place, so there's probably nothing wrong with it. Would you take a dip in the cistern?
Maybe. Like, in a day like today.
A day like today?
Mm-hmm. Swimming if you live in Wisconsin. Yeah. Lots of good swimming places here.
Definitely.
Remember Noah's Ark Water Park?
Where you could go and be a water animal.
In Wisconsin Dells.
Wisconsin Dells, man. I went there as a kid, and that was it. I never went back after that. We used to take summer trips there. To Wisconsin Dells. Memories. But now I have a friend who's got conspiracy theories now about Wisconsin Dells, so can't ever go back there.
Once a ranch out here needed the vet to come out, so they sent a helicopter to the vet office to pick the vet up and bring him out to the ranch. Whoa.
James Carrot says, have one of your totes as a soak tub. Huh? Could do that. Or I could build a feral cement sink tub.
Oh.
You ready to start another feral cement project?
No.
I'm thinking about building more things out of ferro cement, but I'll probably take a little ferro cement break for a little bit. Then we'll get back into it. We still got to finish off the ferro cement projects we have now. Arizona Homestead project, what's up? You keep getting all the rain. I'm going to need to get them out all those. What's up, Warren? You guys ain't getting any rain? Yeah, man, it's coming down.
Stealing it all.
We're stealing it all. Sometimes, in the past couple days, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like a cloud formed right above us, and then it started raining. Oh, look at this guy! Look at this guy! Look at this guy. He's up. What you want? Gonna say something to the peoples? You gonna say something to the peoples? He's up and he's in the mood for a little pet. I feel like he wants something. Has there been any signs of your concrete gutters being too heavy? Looks great, just worry it'll break and fall on the radio. I haven't noticed anything yet. Have you noticed any strains on any of that? It's all I got rebar going through all there, about at least about 2 feet going through there, and there's just short pieces of rebar, so I feel like it's pretty strong.
We'll be watching for
Definitely be watching, but I haven't noticed anything yet, and so far they're holding the weight of the gutters. They're holding the weight of the gutters with rain in there. Oh, look at this guy! Oh, he's licking me now. He knows that I'm all sweaty. You know, he's gonna lick the sweat off me. Warren, it is not raining out here. That is the swamp cooler running. It does kind of sound a little bit like rain, though. It sounds like a waterfall.
You got a first bag date for the house.
Maybe as soon as next week. I like to get this digging out the foundation right now. I'd like to get that done by the end of the weekend. I get the foundation done by the end of the weekend. Crew is awake. He's awake and sitting up and he's getting all kinds of pets. Oh! He likes the scratching behind the ears.
Our Star Prep Starter says I like Hugh's headband.
Uh-oh. Tony's in the house. Hi, Tony. Hey. Yeah. I'm thinking this build might go pretty quick. Once we start getting into the building process.
It's a steak.
Yeah, he's like, where's my steak? Where's my steak? He's happy now, just licking the sweat off my body. I think he's getting all the salt off. I think he finds me tasty. I'm being assaulted. I'm being assaulted by this guy. So definitely stay tuned. For all those people that missed it earlier, don't miss tomorrow's video. It's all about our poop. We're going to deep dive into our giant poop pile and see what our poop pile looks like after it's been sitting for a year. Ah! How exciting is that, right? Yeah! Everyone wants to see that. But I think it's going to be pretty entertaining. Right? It's going to be the most entertaining video on poo you've ever seen. That's what we're going to title it. The most entertaining video of poo you've ever seen. That includes all the Mr. Hanky stuff. See, North Star Prep says one time it'll be good, there's no smell-o-vision. But you know what? There was no smell at all.
Yeah, that's the cool thing.
You know, I dug through that pile. Had to move it. No smell at all. It's gone. It's just some of the best, most richest soil you've ever seen. Well, I can't say that, but some of the best soil we've ever seen out here. Honestly, it'll be nice to get that spread out, get some trees out there, use that for the trees. It's gonna be so good. Don't miss tomorrow's video. Oh, what is that? Look at this guy. One of my goats keeps licking my arm. Feels so weird. So if we get goats, we're gonna have to get used to that. Get licked by this guy and get licked by goats. How do you think Cruel will, you think he'll love goats?
Yeah, I'd love to protect them.
He's done with the pets and he's going back to lay down. Please do not use that soil for plants unless it's from farm animals. Deadly diseases in it. Well, see, Hector, that's the good thing about composting the human manure. It gets rid of all that. Perfectly fine for using it for plants, for growing.
But there's a certain process you have to go through to make sure.
Definitely read up on the process and make sure you got all that down. It can be used even right into the garden, but we'll be using it for growing trees out in the food forest. So we're going to start developing the soil out to the south of us. Yeah. I'll be answering a lot of those questions in tomorrow's video. So a lot of information going to be in that video about human manure. If you're ever interested in knowing about human manure, I go over that. Oh, let's see. Junior PS, do you plan on using it for the garden? So not directly for the garden. Like I said, food forest. We're just kind of probably... I'll tell it now. So many worms in there. I don't know if the worms got I don't know if they just happened to move in there because it was so loose. But you ended up buying some worms and dumping it in.
Yeah, I wanted to try that. I thought they died.
But they might have lived and some in there. And now that it was just all over there.
They look like they could be the red wigglers, which is what I got, which are composting worms. But it's kind of hard to tell. They might be original.
But that's so exciting. I mean, if we can start proliferating earthworms out here, and that would be amazing. I mean, that would be a really good key to getting really healthy soil out here. Yeah, he's going to be a YouTube star. Thinking about starting an Instagram for Crew. It'd be either Crewstagram or Instacrew. Yeah, Hector, definitely check out tomorrow's video. And if you really want to get more in depth on it, the Human Manure Handbook by Joe Jenkins.
Yep, that's where we got a lot of the information that we're utilizing.
Big Will's Kitchen says, happy you're getting the rain. It's barely hit in El Paso. Yeah, we've been fortunate with the rain so far. And even in central Arizona, I still don't think they've gotten any rain yet. Hello from Iowa. I enjoy your videos very much. Go Hawks! You got any last things?
It was several years before I saw my first earthworm out here.
Crew rain. So it's a little early, but I think I'm gonna call it here. My phone's dying. And I don't have much energy left. Well, Kurt says, why did you not use 6-inch seamless gutters for your rain gutter? I own a gutter machinery company, so I thought it was a great option for you. Honestly, Seamless gutters is definitely the way to go. I definitely recommend it for anyone setting up a rainwater harvesting system.
That's what we did for our house before we sold our house.
And it works great.
Yeah.
My only thing is, I didn't even know if we could even get a company out here. There's a lot of people that advertise seamless gutters, but I think they mainly do gutter cleaning services. So I really wanted to try this. I thought it might be a decent option for us. Maybe a little more work, but a little more heavy duty than like PVC, and maybe we'll be able to catch the rain that
I
way.
gotta try.
I gotta try
We
it.
like to try things.
But seamless gutters are fantastic if you can get them out there. But all right, I think that's it for us. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on this live. It's kind of last minute we threw together, so I definitely thanks everyone for joining us. Many thanks to all of our moderators. They're all in blue. Go check them out. They always do such an amazing job with making sure these live streams run so smoothly. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to watch tomorrow's video all about poo, and then the house video coming up. The house build's coming up soon. Ah! All right, thanks a lot so much, everyone. Later.
Night.
Bye.